Hi, and thank you for taking the time to watch this PowerPoint video. First, I'm excited that you are here and hope you see how what we do will be a great fit for you. Little disclaimer before we get started is this is not a public offering or a solicitation to sell securities. Please, I encourage you to consult a professional if that is what you were looking to do. I'm going to talk about some benefits of investing in real estate, the reasons for investing in the Huntsville and North Alabama markets specifically, a few facts about the local real estate market, and some of the many companies comprising the large industrial economy here in Huntsville. These are the companies and the people who are bringing the buyers that are buying our properties. Also, I will be speaking about my company, Homebuyer LLC, and introducing you to my team. What we do is we buy homes, renovate them, and sell them quickly for a profit. We also buy properties and hold them, such as rentals, and we're moving into new construction and building new homes. My background is a general contractor which I've been doing for many, many years, and I'm licensed in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Alabama. I will include a sample of some of the transactions completed during 2022, which were all fix and flips. Furthermore, I will explain the lending process we use so you, the lender, will know what to expect. Furthermore, I will explain what a private lender is and why we work with them. I will provide my email, cell phone number, and website address for you to contact me with questions you may have and joining us as a private lender. Thanks for stopping by and hearing what we do here at US Homebuyer. Ultimately, this short video is to help you see a new way of really introducing your capital into another investment vehicle. And my goal is to show you how to get secure, hassle-free, superior yields on your retirement funds that your banks really aren't telling you about. So let's go ahead and get started. I have included this slide as an easy reference for you to review topics that are included in this presentation. This is kind of an introduction into me as a home builder and how I got started, where US Homebuyer LLC right now is a company that fixes and flips homes quickly for a profit and buys and holds properties for long-time leases and wealth building. As far as the 300 transactions completed, some of those were me as a home builder, which I'm going to add that division to this company. And so you kind of see where that experience comes from. And I have a separate company that will actually be building the homes. So as to divide the companies up, so one is a home builder and another one does the fix and flips and the buys and holds. And there's just so many benefits to investing in real estate, and in particular in this Huntsville and North Alabama market. The reason for it is the economy that we have here is based with government money from the military and all the many industries that have moved their headquarters here, which we will talk about later in this presentation. Some more about the North Alabama housing market is Huntsville is ranked one of the top markets in the country for investing in not only rental properties but also single-family homes. Something I've already mentioned is the growth that we have here, and it's driven by the industry that is just moving their headquarters here. And so it's the population growth, the employment growth, and it's still an affordable place to live. So what we do is we're focused on purchasing investment properties in the greater Huntsville area, because as everything grows within the city, like any area, it grows outwards into the suburbs, and we're into those emerging markets to capitalize on this movement. Huntsville has been ranked number 4 in the lowest cost of living in the country. It's number 1 in the best city to buy a house because of the value. There's many things to do here in Huntsville, and that list is only growing because of the large mass of people moving here, which has been recorded at 100 people per day. It is one of the number 1 best places to rent, along with one of the best places to live in the country. It's the number 1 up-and-coming tech hotspot, and we have more engineers per capita than anywhere in the country. I wanted to include this population growth graph just to give you a visual of the population growth rate here in Huntsville. And this is due to the fact that many industries are relocating their headquarters here. For example, Space Command with the Army has relocated here, and they're bringing several thousands of people. And you have other industries such as the aerospace industry, other engineers and suppliers of materials to these various industries and companies that are all moving here. And we're getting tens of thousands of jobs. The local information that we have is 100 people a day are moving here to the Huntsville area. The latest information on the population growth here is in 2022, the metro Huntsville area has 400,000 people, which is just over a 2% growth from 2021. In any area that you have a 2% growth is fantastic. Just wanted to give you some names of just a very few, just a small sample of the industries that are here and have relocated their headquarters here. A few more that you don't see on here are Space Command with the Army, and you don't have the FBI and the CIA, who also have relocated their headquarters here. One of the next things I want to talk about is a little bit about US Homebuyer LLC. And before I did that, I just wanted to include this information about Huntsville having 18 of the incorporated 5,000 companies, fastest growing companies in the country right here. At US Homebuyer, we have one main goal in mind, and that is to help people. We help homeowners that want to sell, that have usually had their home fall into disrepair and they can't afford to fix it. A lot of people are just house poor and they can't afford the commission to sell their house. So we will buy these homes at under market value, and we're able to renovate them and sell them at top dollar. And we do this quickly. We help you as the private lender to grow your retirement money faster. The reasons for working with us are because I have handpicked over time the best professionals here in Huntsville who are both knowledgeable and well connected. Because they're well connected, this allows us to have a continual inflow of just referral leads that we don't even have to market to get, which only adds to our volume of work that we do each year. In addition, in 2023, we're going to begin both our buy and hold strategy, where we buy properties, hold them for long-term wealth, and lease them. And also, we're going to open our new home construction division. By working with us as a private lender, you're able to fund much quicker than a bank or some other financial institution can. And in turn, this allows us to act much quicker and contract for properties and purchase them. Now let's go ahead and meet the team. I will start with the first person to join my team, and that is Regina Campbell, and she's right here from Huntsville, been here her whole life, and very well connected, very well respected. So glad to have her with me. She and I took U.S. Homebuyer right off the ground and started moving right along with it, and along with Roger Azarte, who is my contractor. He has been here for 20 years and has a plethora of fantastic subcontractors that work with him, and he handles every aspect of construction. And he does keep our jobs moving quickly, and his quality is unsurpassed. Recently, this past fall, the company moved into the southern middle Tennessee market, which consists of Shelbyville, Fayetteville, Tullahoma, Manchester, Winchester, and Estill Springs. And Charlie Gonzalez is our go-to, and he is from that market and knows it very, very well. He too is well connected and sends 2 to 3 leads per week to our company. The latest addition is Donna Evans, and she is in charge of acquisitions along with myself. And she is fantastic. She brings a strong work ethic and a knowledge of the real estate market with her, as she is from here also. And another addition, more of a partner to us, is Jacob Title. Their specialty is working with investors, and they are very versatile in how us investors work and cater to our needs. They are very proficient in what they do and very professional, and we love having them together with us. Among us, the synergy is fantastic, and this company is just scheduled for growth this year. To give you a better understanding of the day-to-day strategies that we use is right here in this information that I wanted to include under acquisition strategy and execution. I mentioned how we buy homes below market value, which is usually, this reads 30 to 65%, but we're more like 55 to 65% below. And we do this because we know how to renovate properties to maximize the dollar amount we can sell them for and minimize our costs. We know what the buyers' needs are in our market, and we do cater to that. We also know how to renovate properties for a lease, buy and hold strategy, which is a little different than if we're going to sell the property. And with the efficient and proficient team that I have, this is our daily ideals that we work with, and it is shown in the success and growth of our company. I want to speak to our competitive edge to give you more of a roundabout idea of how we operate. And for example, this is U.S. Homebuyer, us buying a house versus someone coming to buy the home for themselves, which is your traditional home buyer. traditional home buyer, when they approach a seller, always, when I say always, it's almost 100% of the time, they have a realtor who wants to get a commission, and usually the home is already listed on the market where that seller has to pay a commission. We, through our marketing, contact sellers before they take their house to market or they list it, and we don't charge a commission. So this saves that seller 6% just right in the beginning. The seller is also going to have to pay a 2% closing cost when they do sell to a home buyer through a realtor, because if that's what's expected, you split the closing costs, or that buyer may insist that the seller pay all the closing costs. We don't charge a commission. We pay all closing costs. We take the house in the as-is condition, so the seller does not have to put another penny into it, and we can close quickly with a seller. And this is our competitive edge and our foundation of our success. Before I get into the lending process, which is the next topic we'll be talking about with you, I wanted to introduce our marketing strategies. We do keep our marketing costs low due to the fact that I do have a team that is well connected, and those leads coming in is a big savings for us, and it brings leads to us to help us grow the company. The digital marketing we use is social media, and that's Facebook Marketplace, other online groups, and we network that way too. There are YouTube videos that we watch for information, and also local news and what we see going on in the industry here. Direct mail campaigns, this is how we reach out to off-market properties through sellers who may be selling but have not listed their properties yet. And this is touching on part of our competitive edge, where we work directly with sellers so they can avoid paying a commission with us. We pay all the closing costs. It costs them nothing to move their house. And usually if they have a lot of repairs to make and all, and they don't want to put any more money in the house, this is very appealing to them. And closing quickly is a very popular option for sellers, because a lot of times they just simply need the money and they just want to cash out and move on. This is where you, as the private lender, play an integral part with us, because when you can fund quickly, we're able to move quicker on properties and get more properties and be more competitive in the market. Networking, what we do is we have bandit signs, but mainly what we do is I attend 2 to 3 networking events every month, and I meet people in the industry, not only just other agents, realtors, brokers, but I meet business owners. They can be owners of heat and air companies, they could be a roofing company, etc. I meet other contractors this way. I meet marketing people with marketing companies. Just the people that I meet, and I make an awareness. They know who I am, I know who they are. They know what business I'm in and what I do. And this is another source of leads for me. You'll notice under networking and other methods, driving for dollars on the bottom right. This is very popular with our company. We drive several different markets that we prefer and have done well working in. And each one of those markets is hit once a month. So every week we're driving 1 to 2 markets, and we're looking for properties that are falling in disrepair. We also talk to some of the neighbors that we see, introduce ourselves so they know what we do and they let us know what's going on in the neighborhood, and we also get leads this way. Now let's go ahead and talk about the lending process. How our private lender program works is like this. We do all the marketing to find the discounted houses that are usually not on the open market. This is what I was referring to earlier as the off-market properties, where we can deal directly with the seller. We then negotiate the best and safest deals with these sellers. We then bring these opportunities to you, our private lenders, to fund so that we can close quickly on them. We set up escrow with our attorney that you as the lender communicate with directly, not with us. And our lenders fund the escrow, not with us, but where the attorney is, and the attorney will secure your loan with a mortgage on that particular property or properties that you're funding, and all other documents that need to be recorded, they handle and work directly with you. So to recap this process, you as the private lender, you're going to go to the attorney, you're going to get the documents securing your loan, such as the promissory note to pay back the loan and the deed of trust. The funds then go into escrow, allowing us to go and purchase the properties. We then fix up the properties, and from there the house is sold. Once the property has been sold, the 6 to 8% interest is paid directly to you, the private lender. This is some additional information I wanted to include about private lending to really give you a clear understanding of it and the benefits of doing it for you. Of course, I'm comparing the real estate versus a bank and how you get a higher return on your money through private lending with us, US Homebuyer, versus going to a bank. A bank takes in money in the form of a CD and they pay you a very, very low rate. They turn around and take that money and loan it to people like you and me at a much higher rate, and that's how they, of course, make their money. I'm eliminating the middleman, which in this case is the bank, and working directly with you to give you a higher rate of return so you can grow your retirement funds much quicker. In addition, I wanted to give an example of private lending with us versus the stock market, because all the time I get the question, but Jeff, what about the stock market? The stock market definitely has a swing, but it also has a terrible downside that a lot of people get caught in. Stock market crashes every time the cycle reaches a peak, and we're at that peak now. Once you get over a 25% return, or these companies start getting 25% returns, that's our peak, and that's usually when the crash happens, and we are at that point right now. If you think about it, this is where we are headed, because the stock market has reached this peak, and this is the last place you want to have your funds when the stock market turns. Even the guy that's considered the most intelligent investor of all time, who's Warren Buffett, he lost 51% of his holdings from 2007 to 2009. Before I get into the ways to fund deals, I wanted to touch on risk management. And what we do is, you as the private lender, I mentioned earlier, you working directly with the attorney, these are the documents that you will be provided with. Promissory note stating that we, US Homebuyer, promise to repay the loan with you. We have a hazard insurance policy in place, deed of trust, and the servicing company works in a partnership with us that has quarterly reporting on tax documents, that kind of thing. However, you will go over all this with our attorney, so you are in the know and you know exactly where you stand and where your money's going. Ways to fund real estate deals is very informative, and I included this because there's people that want to be private lenders and don't realize that you can take money out of a Roth IRA without being penalized and use that money. And once that opportunity and that deal is completed and we return your money to you, you can put it back into the Roth with no penalties. And I do suggest you get with your accountant about that. Also, if you have a HELOC on your house, you can use money from your HELOC to fund deals with us. Also, people have money sitting in an IRA that's making, I usually get the response, making 2 to 3%, where we more than double that for you. There's money just that you have that can be used, and these are the areas that people as private lenders with us usually pull their money from. I encourage you to consult with your financial planner and your accountants about this information about retirement accounts and being self-directed. These are fantastic avenues to pull money from to invest with us. And also, if you just have cash sitting in an account somewhere that you want to use, that's fine too. But consulting with your financial planner and your accountant will really allow you to see how you can maximize money and some of your money, or your accounts that you have, your retirement accounts, without being penalized. I've included some additional information in this presentation about private lending to answer even further questions you may have, and just kind of wanted to go ahead and get into your next step to invest with us. I can be reached. I've given, here's my email, my cell phone number, and of course our website. You can contact us, contact myself at any time with questions. I'm glad to answer them. And just so you feel comfortable investing in real estate and you're comfortable with us and our strategies. Referrals are our business. Any referrals, any properties you may know that are for sale, whether it's a family member, a friend, somebody you go to church with, or any other religious affiliation, just an acquaintance. It could be a business coworker, or just somebody you know at the grocery store that you know that works there. Anybody you know, and you refer these to us, definitely we will work with you on that. The remaining slides are here because they're informative and usually answer questions you may have, and also they're thought-provoking and really allow you to see the full picture of private lending. And so again, it defines what is private lending. I've explained to you how the money will be used, but it's also here. You can also ask our attorney any questions, and we're here to help. We want you to be comfortable with us, comfortable with the process, and comfortable knowing that your money is secure, because your money is being protected by the deed to the property or properties that you are funding. At this point, you're probably asking, well, Jeff, what is the next step? And well, here's some more information on that. You can also, of course, contact me via my cell phone that's on the last slide, and also through my email. Glad to talk to you if you just simply have questions. If you're ready to move forward, great. We'll get you in touch with our attorney, and y'all will take that to the next step and the next level, and we will go ahead and get some properties that you can start funding and begin our relationship. We certainly look forward to a long relationship with you in private lending and a personal relationship. And we certainly hope that this has been informative and has given you an idea into another avenue to grow money that you may just have sitting idle in an account, or it's not earning the return that you wish. So look forward to hearing from you, answering any questions, and working with you on some great deals that we get out there. Thank you so much for your time and watching this presentation.